Welcome to Gapology Radio with your hosts Mark Tinas and Brian Brockhoff. This is your leadership development podcast where they share unique insights with the purpose of helping leaders achieve their greatest potential. You can learn more by reading their books Gapology, Imbar, and Speed of Purpose, or by participating in one of their workshops. All of this and more can be found on their website, gapology.org.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gapology Radio. As a reminder, we do now also have Gapology branded merchandise available through our website. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, even a coffee mug, and a metal water bottle, all with our signature Gapology logo. Plus, I'm now actually starting to create t-shirts with some of the great quotes from our books and also some that come up on this podcast. Just head on over to the merch link on our website, gapology.org. Okay, so we have another interesting topic for tonight, so let's go ahead and get the show rolling with Mark Tinas. Hey Mark, how are you doing?
Hey Brian, I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm on the mend. I'm recovering. Had a little bout with the old Rona, but I'll tell you, it took 3 variants and 20 subvariants to finally get me, but I am back.
Well, we saved you out here because I had 100 people praying for you. So.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I could feel it.
It worked.
Yeah. Well, tell them I said thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I will. You sound pretty good.
Yeah. I feel pretty good overall. So thanks for that. So for tonight, it was interesting after we finished the last podcast that we recorded on choosing to be successful somewhere else. I started thinking about versatility. So, when you're looking to pursue a new career, possibly a completely different career than the one that you're currently in, a lot of times you have to obtain new skills to tap into that passion. And I thought versatility is really critical with that. So if you can start to build some of those skills that may be needed in the current position that you're in, current company that you're in, or with your current network, I think you can start to do that ahead of time. And then I started thinking about in leadership, what a great way to go after growing your career by looking at what are the current needs of the organization, and in what ways could you tap into your passion while helping the organization go after some of their biggest goals. And if you can fill that with some, new skills and that kind of thing, I think it would create some really great versatility in your leadership.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. I think it's got 2 totally different paths. It's do I need to go somewhere else and work somewhere else? And would my skills be better served there? Or can, through my versatility, I find a role in the current organization that is better suited for me?
Yeah.
So I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Let me walk you through. Can I walk you through my notes on this?
Sure.
So after hearing what you said, here's what came to my mind is versatility today is equal to survival in the workplace.
Yeah.
You need to be versatile. But it also equals the ability to expand your career. We've found so many examples of very versatile people that are unknown within their own organization, meaning the organization they work for does not understand their total skill set. They've got this total skill set that is beyond their role, but it's unknown. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah, I think there's so many people that have these kind of hidden things that they're doing kind of as little side hustles and that I think, could be leveraged in organizations today.
Well, or you have a seat on the bus that you signed up for 5 years ago. And today, in this different world, you have a set of skills that fit what the organization actually needs in different seats on the bus, but you're not considered because you're the manager of such and such.
Right.
You're not a consideration.
Yeah.
Even though you've got the skill set, because nobody knows, So versatility is survival, but it is also career expansion. It's both. And if you look at the changing world that we're in today, if you look at the remote workforce, versatility is critical, and you've got to be the one to market your own versatility. Your leadership may not know. Let me give you some examples. Brian, I don't know if you know this one, but a leader that you and I both know very well, leads a large organization and has never met a person on his direct report team.
Wow.
Has never met them in person. So the versatility that leader has, top performer, by the way, in the company, the versatility that leader has, the organization may not even begin to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Right.
I've always led people that I met with regularly and got to know and interacted with and could read their body language and they could read mine. And the skill set to lead remotely and lead to top performance is an incredibly versatile skill set that is needed, but may well be unknown by the organization. Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. I think, in years past, we always got kind of locked into a singular leadership style, performance style, and we kind of adapted our life around it, where now there's so many different opportunities to tap into some of those other areas that we might be really highly skilled in.
Yeah, it's so different today. It's so multidimensional.
Yeah.
And multidimensional means versatility. It's exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
So in addition to knowing a leader that has never met their direct report group in person for over a year, we know a leader that has just replaced 4 other leaders in the organization. So 5 positions became 1.
Wow.
They do the job of 5 previous leaders combined, themselves included, 4 plus 1. So that's versatility. That's the ability to do things beyond, what others can even understand. So I think my first point to the group would be ensure that your skill set, the ability you have, is known within your own organization. You may assume they know. They don't know. They do not know. They do not know how great you are. So tie it to purpose, tie it to the organization's needs, but ensure that they know who you are, what you bring, and your versatility. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love that. I think there's lots of ways to do that too. So, volunteering for projects, raising your hand for different opportunities that you might see that you can help out with, and just verbally communicating that. I think there's a lot of different ways to go after that.
Yeah, totally. So I think it starts with, if each of us as leaders just step back and say, okay, what am I great at? Then come up with 5 bullet points that you're great at. In your case, Brian, you'll need a longer page, but for most of us, we can stop at 5. And then look at the ones, those 5 things that you're great at that tie to the purpose of the organization. You're onto something then. So then ensure that the organization understands that. They may not. They literally may not. In a remote work environment, does the leader know the skills of each of the individuals on the team? Maybe people that they've never met? They do not. Mm-hmm. So your versatility, the communication, the exemplification of your versatility is up to you. You've got to communicate it. You've got to market it. You've got to grow it. You've got to expand it, because it equals career growth of horizons we can't even see. It's all right there. It's an unprecedented time to be versatile. Write that down, Brian.
Okay.
T-shirt.
Yep.
It's an unprecedented time to be versatile. Versatility matters. Oh, I like that. Versatility matters. And it equals value. It equals value. A singular skilled leader is of lesser value than a multi-skilled leader. So you can't just wait for someone to figure out how great you are. Let them know.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I think that's absolutely true. Many of us are kind of raised to be humble and, not want to share some of our strengths and that kind of thing. But I think we need to look at it a little differently. We need to look at it that, what can we do to help our organization succeed? And if we've got these skills and nobody knows about it, don't look at it as a kind of a selfish thing or whatever. You need to look at it as, how can I help others in our organization succeed?
Yeah, I like that. So, what are you great at? What are you passionate about? Does the organization know? Does your supervisor know what you're passionate about? That's up to you. They are not figuring it out today. You let them know. So if what you're passionate about aligns with some of the business purpose, wow.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You need to communicate that. You need to show that. You need to leverage that. That versatility brings your value up dramatically. Mm-hmm. We were talking with some neighbors the other morning, and they were talking about how the view of our homes increases the value. Yeah, that the view of our homes increases the value. Versatility of leaders increases the value. You've got to make it obvious. A view is obvious. Is your versatility obvious? It may not be. You need to make it obvious. And once you do, it equals growth in your career, expansion of your position. It's limitless at that point. One of the common, you may not know this, Brian, one of the common interview questions I ask when I'm interviewing leaders is, what are you best at? I love to hear the answers to that. And I don't ask it early. I ask it later in the interview. So what are you best at? Wow.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Here's
the wow. Here's the wow. That. You may not know where I'm going with this. Mm-hmm. The wow is that what their answer is often not the job they're interviewing for. It's like, oh my God, you've got this great potential to do other things you aren't even seeing. I then often ask, what are you passionate about? And when those things align, you have an incredible candidate. Either way, you begin to see someone differently. And in the workplace, we often do not communicate what we're best at and what we're passionate about. And when those things all come together, that's potentially versatility in relation to what we do today. It changes our value. Mm-hmm. It takes the front line to the office suite upstairs, mm-hmm. and everything changes and we get better.
Yeah. And just think of how much that person now feels connected with you as a leader, because you want to know some of those things that are not on the job description necessarily, or not on their resume necessarily. It helps to connect with that person. And, we always talk about engagement. I mean, what a great way to start building engagement with your team, finding out what they're great at and finding out what they're passionate about. That's an amazing avenue to get, really connected with your team.
Yeah. And when those things align with the purpose of the organization, you have the future right there.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
You have the future. One of the things I ask internal leaders often is, who is your replacement? If I promote you, who is your replacement? Mm-hmm. Well, all of this comes together to bring that to life. Each of us needs to find, grow, develop our replacement. it changes the organization forever.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And maybe we should do a whole podcast on that, because I think that is such a needed topic to discuss. Internal promotions versus hiring from the outside. I think you can go about it, that search in a little bit different way, but there's a lot of things that are really connected. And I think, our topic today, versatility, taps into that. But I love that. Actually, I'm going to write that down. We're going to do a full podcast on that, I think.
A full t-shirt.
Yeah, full t-shirt.
Who is your replacement?
Yeah, who is your replacement?
Find them, grow them, develop them, promote them.
Right.
Guess what happens, Brian, when your replacement gets promoted?
Above you, you mean?
No, they simply get promoted. Wait, guess what happens?
Well, you look like a genius leader.
Or you're out of a job, or you get promoted.
Yeah.
And most likely you get promoted.
Right.
It all comes together.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. I don't know if I can come up with another skill that is so critical in leadership than to develop your team.
Thank you.
If you're not good at developing your team, you're not going to really.
Well, talent development is likely the highest skill.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Highest skill. Yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
So, but the bottom line of this podcast is that versatility is not something your employer, your supervisor may know about you. You need to make it known.
Mm-hmm.
You need to ensure that your skills are known, that your passions are known, that what you're best at is known. Everybody's busy. They're not connecting with it. Let them know, show it, demonstrate it, prove it, and everything changes for you.
Yeah. One way you can really go after this is to look at the performance gaps that you're experiencing in your organization and look to see if there's some of those things that you're really skilled in or passionate about that could be of benefit. And even if you don't have the full skills to really be able to step into a full role, go out and get them. There's lots of ways that you can get educated in different things and build skills in different things now, with the internet and everything. I think there's just so many different ways to do that. And it doesn't have to take a long time. Set yourself up for success. And, and then along with that, then once you have those skills, let people know, let people know that you're taking classes on things, that you're practicing things, that you're doing these different proactive activities. I think it's going to make you stand out.
Yeah. Well, back to Gapology. If you can identify the gaps in your organization and determine how to close them, and then lead the group forward towards those things, you can lead the organization. Mm-hmm. It's a great career growth strategy. So Gapology applies directly.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, absolutely. That can absolutely be one of those skills that if you don't have that, you can get really versed in it. And we have a lot of tools for that. And this podcast is one of them. But yeah, just like anything else, that's one of those skills that you have to build over time. And but get the education, get the practice in those things, and build those skills.
Absolutely. So don't underestimate your versatility. Don't consider it a weakness. Consider it a strength. Maybe underutilized at this point, but something that you're now going to put forth and market it and grow your career. So go for it.
Yep.
That's our message.
Go for it. We'll put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's original.
Just do it.
Versatility. Go for it.
Yeah.
Versatility. Just do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work.
Versatility equals value. I love that. All right, Mark, this was good.
Good job, Brian, as always.
All right. You too. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. All right, that'll do it from here. For more information on Gapology, IMBAR, or Speed of Purpose, head on over to our website, gapology.org. Everyone have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you soon.
This has been a Gapology production. Visit us at gapology.org.